Kash Patel, FBI director nomination moving forward. Political corruption, we always knew about it, but it's being exposed. And it's Valentine's Day. It is Valentine's Day 2025, and it's Valentine's Day. So make sure you get your significant other something special today. Don't get put in the doghouse. Make sure you do something amazing. Show your love, declare your love if you haven't already. So, all right, let's just dive into it. What's up, everyone? This is Evolution. My name is Brandon Fogel, and we got a lot to talk about today. But before we dive into it, I need to tell you about HelloFresh. HelloFresh is the sponsor of this show, and I wanted to show you how awesome it is. HelloFresh has more options to support your wellness journey than ever before. Dig into their biggest menu yet with 50-plus dinner options and even more market items that suit any healthy lifestyle. Plus, start your day right this school year with free breakfast for life. Get one free breakfast item per box while your subscription is active. You should go check it out. Click the link below or in the description. So let's just dive into it. Let's go. Let's roll. All right. I want to do a couple things. Okay, here we go. Let's pull over the. To me, this is the man of the hour right now. His name is Kash Patel. If you have not heard about him, let's pull him over. So Kash Patel, he is. I have followed him for a while. He's amazing. He goes on. He's been on a lot of podcasts that I've seen. He was very into it in the Trump administration, the last term that Trump was rolling, and he was a very loyal person, a very just out in the open. He was a bulldog. Got out there and just fought, fearless. If you wanted to have a person you wanted to describe as fearless, Kash Patel is the guy. So I'm so pumped about that. Him moving forward, we know Trump definitely shook things up by the nominations he's put forward, but Kash Patel getting in the door is amazing. I'm very thrilled about that. So it's happening. A lot of Trump's nominations have been pushed through, but this is definitely shaking up Washington, which also leads into the expose, whatever you want to call it, that is happening with DOGE and the political corruption that is just being put out there, and you see over and over the people that want to argue about transparency. Usually those are the people that you would want to go after the most and kind of look into. If you get all defensive, and I could speak personally, if I feel like I'm being challenged, if I'm getting defensive about something and I want to just cover something up, there might be something there. And I think that goes for everyone. We are all humans. So this is never to say any person's actually better than someone else. I wouldn't say we're all going on a timeline, the timeline of our life, and some of us are going in the wrong direction and some of us are going in a better direction, and I think we can all be improving. So that applies to politicians as well. I mean, I think in what arena you're in environment you're in, you are under the spotlight, and it's easy to sell your soul when you just want to go along to get along. So So the FBI director, Kash Patel, stepping in, this could also be another way of showing just the writing is on the wall that a lot of things are going to come out. A lot of reform is going to happen, major reform. I mean, for me, it is actually a very good time to be alive. I think seeing what is happening, it almost seems like we are in a dream state that a lot of these things are taking place. That I didn't think I'd ever see the day. I definitely didn't think I'd ever see the day that Trump would be president again, and that a fire has been lit under Donald Trump. The 4 years that he was out of office, and now that he's back in office, a major fire has been lit. He had time to reflect. He had time to think about the bad choices. He would never say bad choices that he made. I mean, and I don't think anything that we go through, you either win or you learn, and you can have a lot of learning moments. You can have a lot of learning moments in your life, and it's all how you take away from it. A defeat can only be, it can be a way just to learn and improve. And how do I adjust course and take the most out of any situation? And I think Donald Trump has done that hugely, bigly. Is it bigly or big league? I've never understood that. I've always heard him say that, and I never knew which one he is saying, bigly or big league. Either way, they're all good. He's taken a lot from his time in office, his time to sit back, and he is definitely putting the pedal to the metal and rolling. And this is a better sign than Kash Patel coming into the government, which is. It's awesome. It's actually happening. And I think a lot of bureaucrats are not sitting easy, and a lot of bureaucrats that have had a very sweet gravy train are seeing that things are about to be upturned, and they are already lawyering up. They're already getting ready. Because they know that things are coming out them. If you've done things in your past, if you've done things wrong, there's always that fear that it could all come up to light. It could be exposed. And I think we should live in an era and a world where transparency happens. And that's why for me, I switch this to crypto and the blockchain and all of that, the ledger that's out there that people see, everything just being completely transparent out there. You can't argue with it. I think that in that sense, it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Why would you? I wish we were all like just open books. I wish if you encountered me, you saw my whole everything. Nothing was hidden. And the same for everyone else. Why do we have to live in nooks and crannies and hide our dealings under the table? Why can't we have our hands exposed and have everything to the light of day? I think it is this present age that we are in. That's just the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles, The offenses must come, and then, but Jesus said, woe to them through whom they come. But we always have time to fix our life. And I think a lot of these politicians, that if they've been doing something wrong, if they've been doing some back dealings, some side dealings, getting rich as a politician, which should not be a possibility. If you're a business person going in and your business is running off to the side and it's making money, hands off, you're not doing anything and it's doing its thing, and you're just making money that way, that is what it is. But if you go into Washington and you accumulate millions and millions, at least let's see how you made those millions and millions. Let's have it out front, open and honest, all full transparency. Do you all agree with that? Or you disagree with that? So for me, this is an incredible time. Kash Patel actually rolling into Washington. And I've seen a lot of things, RFK Jr. also, and I've just seen just videos of what it's gonna be like when RFK Jr. strolls into Washington or to the FDA. What he's like taking over, his responsibility. I mean, he's gonna be a man on a mission, and it's gonna be fireworks what he puts in place. We're not going to be 100% agree with everything, but I think if we live in a world where transparency reigns and that everything is open out and out there, everything you can question, what people are doing. You can see what they're doing and you can question it, but if things are behind closed doors and they're not doing press briefings, if Donald Trump suddenly decides I'm not going to talk to the press anymore, which I don't think we would ever see that. I think that's unimaginable. But we've already seen that Elon Musk and Donald Trump, they're already doing just White House news conferences. Just like right there. Elon Musk has his son up there with him. It's just that's vulnerability, folks. That's vulnerability that you just have, your son out there, which I think is good. Show our humanity. And we are Americans. We don't need to be, you're on that side, I'm on this side. We are all in this together. We are all in this together, you know? We are. I firmly believe that we are all like, you know, there doesn't have to be sides. There doesn't have to be red versus blue, you know? Let's have purple, you know, blend it together, you know, all that, you know, that's for another day. But what do you think about this? What do you think about Kash Patel strolling in and taking the spot as FBI director? Are you excited about it? And don't forget to go out there and get a huge bouquet of 12 dozen roses for your wife, for your girlfriend, and just show her that you love her, you know? So we'll leave it at that. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. And, you know,